Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're going to continue building this 3RACING M4 Sport RC car kit. And today we're at bag 3. We're going to be building the front and rear bulkhead. It's going to be a lot to do, so let's not waste any time and get started. Okay, we're going to be working on, this is the front bulkhead, which includes the steering assembly. So let's find all the pieces that we need. Okay, got those. Ball studs, there's one. There's the other. There's a smaller ball stud right here. There's the shorter one. And we need 2 nuts on the bottom. That'd be 2 nuts. There's one. And there's the other one right there. So we have all the parts we need. So there's 2 bearing sizes, you can see. And it's a smaller one for the steering assembly. Those go in there. The front of the arm goes here. And okay, so this is this way. And let's make sure I do this correctly. It's a little vague, but I think I have it correct. This can just go all the way down. And then I'll connect the bottom with something else. Let's do the other side. So I don't know if you can see this, but this nut, this side has a collar, and this is the side where you need to have it face the ball stud. When you do it this way correctly, you can torque it plenty tight and it will still have free play. So that's important. And you can see the diagram if you're curious what I was talking about, the collar, and it's on this side. You'll see a diagram here. Okay, and we need to put that ball stud in the front. Let's see, I still have everything correct. I do. Need the ball stud to go right here. So when you're done, it should look like that. Okay, so that's this part right here. This is actually the completed view. So we're going to skip from here to here and put that into the bulkhead, and then we'll get this. So let's work on that right there. So we need the other 2 bearings, top and bottom, and they're the same. And then we need a flathead washer on top and a couple spacers below. And then we need these posts before we put them onto the bulkhead. So let's find those parts. Let's do the top bearing. Here's another bearing that I can put on the bottom. And the 4th bearing right there. And here's the flathead washer, those 2. And then these are probably going to be the spacer underneath. And let's see where the posts are. Posts, they're going to be a different color. They should, okay, here it's going to be the silver ones, probably nickel or aluminum. Okay, so it's going to be in this direction. And let's start with this right here. And the flathead will go in flush like that. The bearing's already in there, so we can just push that through. Now let's put the spacer on. And then the post. And it's still free, so I can still screw this into the bulkhead later. So let's put this together first. So the screw, the washer, the spacer, and the post. Okay, let's double check. I think we have this correct. We have this correct. We just need to find bulkheads and screw those on. And let's see which are the correct bulkheads. So I think I'll grab these two. All right, now we have the two bulkheads. Let's make sure we align them correctly. So the side where the holes are kind of carved out, there's articulated, and this side is just a smooth carve out. So this is going to be the outside of the bulkhead. And so these two pieces are going to be the outside. So it's going to go like this. And we're just going to put this on to the second hole from the bottom. So it's going to line up this way, like this. After steering system is assembled, it should be able to turn freely. So that's important. So it needs to be able to go this way. So make sure you don't tighten those too far. Make sure you don't tighten these two too far as well. Okay, so wow, we're already here. We're done with this. This is the assembled view. Now we're going to drop it onto the chassis. Okay, so it's going to be this side. There's a little post there. So it's going to go right here. And we need to make sure the belt comes in here before I push it all the way down. Like that. And the screw's going to come from the bottom. So let's take this longer belt and loop that in here. After you tighten it, you're not going to have a chance. Okay, so that is what it's going to look like. Just make sure I have free range of motion here. But it looks like I have everything correct. Let me get the center twist bar in there first. So that's going to be right below this little ring here. It's going to go right there. So it's going to be a 8mm screw. So it should be this one right here. This is not 2mm, it's 1.5. Now I got that on there. This is pretty rigid now. We can put the other two screws on the bottom. Alrighty. So this is what it should look like when you're done. So we have to do the same in the back. Let's see. Again, so the holes are on the outside. So this is actually one side of the outside of the bulkhead, not the other side. Okay, so we are done with this page right here, the front and rear bulkhead. We have those installed. This is page 9, section 5, and we're going to be building this right here. So we're going to assemble this center pulley mount, and then we're going to mount it onto the chassis. So let's see. So it's going to be this piece. This piece is aluminum, so this is one of the pieces we need. It looks like the other piece is this, but there's two of them. Let's see how this goes. I see 2 of them here, but I don't see 2 of them there. That's okay. Let's find this motor mount root. Let's see, here it is. Okay, so this side is beveled, chamfered, whatever you want to call it, and this side is more or less flat. There's a line here, and there's a hole on the bottom, so it's going to go this way. Indexes perfectly, by the way. We need a flathead screw, and it's going to be the 8mm, so it's going to be a little bit longer. So it's probably going to be this one. Yep, it's probably going to be this one. I think best practice on a lot of these pieces, certain places you really should be putting some oil in there. And there was a couple metal parts here. I would have put some thread lock into the screw I just put in. And anywhere where it's metal to metal, I would have definitely put some. You can always go back and put some oil in there. Maybe I'll talk about it after the kit is complete. So let's put those in. It's just those shorty flathead screws. So I'm going to continue with this right here. We need the center gear, I think. It's going to be this one. I'm just going to dry fit this. There's a screw hole for that holder right there. And I think it's just going to be... Oh, it goes down like this, pointing down. So that hole that I pointed out is going to seat in there like that. Perfect. The front is going to be this one, and this side. Rotate it this way, and let's see where this goes. It's going to ride this rail right here. Hope I built that right. So these holes here are different adjustments for the front. I'm just curious which hole I should use. It doesn't really say. So I guess I'll just push it all the way down for now. I'll just use the, I'll just have that pointing at the bottom hole for now. So this belt is engaged onto this gear. And before I lock down this gear, there's another belt, which is this, that I need to put on this side. And now we can set everything down together. And okay, looks like we're in good shape right now. All right. So let me go ahead and put one screw here and then one screw up here. Okay, got that one in there, so that's holding it. Again, for right now, I'm just going to use the bottom screw hole. Everything's still looking really good, so I'm going to put this last screw on this side. I think we have it. Let's move on to the diff on the next page. And we're going to need these 2 bearing holders. Now, I don't see a bearing. Oh, the bearing's already on there. A1 and B1. So there's that A and a B. So this is B. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a B right there. So B is going to be on this side. And A is on the opposite side. And we're just going to loop the belt over it like that and drop this in. Again, in the back, I'm just going to line it up at the bottom hole. We'll worry about the adjustments later. I just want to make sure it's locked down. Okay, so there we go. Both belts and all three of these gears look like they're working properly along with each other. So next video, we'll work on the shock towers. So again, thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe and hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.